Alright guys, it's your boy Tacho here today, playing Dokkan Battle. Alright, today I have a very special video planned because what we're gonna do today is we're actually gonna do a showcase of all the God leads because I happen to be pretty lucky and I managed to pull all the God leads that have been released on Global. I don't have Omega Shenron because of course he hasn't come out on Global yet, but anyway, what we're going to do, I'm going to talk about my teams a little bit, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take on the Dokkan Fest, we're going to take on Janemba, and we're going to do it with every team that I have. We're going to do it with Mono Agility, Mono Tech, Mono Int, Mono Physical, and we're also going to use this Rainbow team here. So first, I'm going to talk about these teams a little bit. This might actually have to be a two-part video, which part one would be about me breaking down all these teams and all these God leaders and what they do, which ones of them are better than the others and stuff like that. And then the second part will probably just take on the Janemba event. So anyway, if you watched my first video on Dokkan, my summoning video, you'll notice that I was able to get lucky and pull the man here, Buhan. So I got him awakened and I've got him to super attack level 10. It's pretty easy to do that. As long as if you manage to pull Buhan, all you have to do really is go into this event here. This Buhan event here. You go to this one here and you play Majin's transformation on Z hard and you have a chance to get this drop here. This Buhan right here, he's an SSR. He has a chance to drop when you clear the stage, and when you feed him to Buhan, you get a 50% chance to raise his super attack. So that's what I did. It takes a couple to do it, but it's definitely worth it because as you can see here, the man's at level 120. He's got his super attack maxed out and he's pretty much ready to go. And also, another reason why you want him to be at super attack 10 before you awaken him is because once he has level 10 super attack, he has a 30% chance to do Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, which is his best move, so you definitely want that. Alright, so anyway, without further ado, let's just start the breakdown. This is my Mono Agility team. As you can see, it's really freaking stacked, actually. I have all the best cards, basically. There is not much that I can do to improve this team as far as we are in Global right now. The only thing that I can really think of would be to remove this Gotenks and use Super Saiyan God Agility Goku. I think he's called Absolute Realm of God. Yeah, because that guy, he has shocking speed, so he can link with Gohan here. Goten does not link with Gohan, and Gohan really needs the key as much as possible because his only key link is shocking speed on this team, and Vegito and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, they don't really need that much help because they have prepared for battle and they both have shocking speed, so they link well with each other. And they also link well with this Goten here because he has prepared for battle. But Gohan, he sometimes has a hard time getting the key because he only has shocking speed. So anyway, aside from all of that, this is pretty much the best AGL team you can have aside from Goten, which, like I said before, I wish I had Super Saiyan God Goku. Vegito, what do we say about Vegito? He is the best card in the game. He will continue to be the best card in the game up until Rose Black releases, which he's out on JP right now, and he is the best card in the game. But the funny thing is, they're both agility units, so you can actually run them on. You can actually run Rose Black on the Super Vegito team, so there's no reason not to do that. It's really good. It's really stacked. Rose Black is an awesome card. I'll probably talk about him once he comes out on Global, because I only play Global. I'm not a fan of JP. I have here Kaioken Blue. He's only at Super Attack 8, but that's pretty high anyway, so I don't mind feeding him 2 Elder Kais. This is a really good card. He's a demigod lead. HP, attack, and defense up 100%, but he doesn't give any keys, so what you can actually do is run him as a leader, and then you take a friend Super Vegito, so you at least get 3 key, and then you get plus 170% to all your stats. And the reason why you can actually get away with that is because he has all of the key links. He has Prepared for Battle, Over in a Flash, and Shocking Speed. So this is actually, in my opinion, the only demigod card that can really get away with it. You can actually get away with having him as the leader. The other ones, I know Golden Frieza, the Tech Golden Frieza, he doesn't have that many key links, so it's not the best idea in the world to have him as your leader, but definitely this guy can get away with it. We have this cooler here. This is a tournament cooler. What he does is he gives agility types attack and defense up 30% when he shows up on the turn, so that's really good. He's basically a team buffer. I really like using him. And this Frieza here is really only on the team to block hits, and he does that very well. He is one of the best blockers in the game. As long as your health is above 50%, he reduces damage received by 80%. So even if enemies hit this guy with a super attack, they will not be hurting him at all. He is a really good card. He's really stable. He really keeps the team alive. And Gogeta, of course, Vegito, why'd I say Gogeta? Vegito, of course, is also a really good blocker. He reduces damage by, I think, 70%. Hold on, let's wait for this scroll. No, it's actually 80%. Oh, wow, he's better than I thought. So he reduces damage by 80%. He can only do that to physical attacks, though, so he cannot block super attacks. But that's not a big deal, really, because you can either use a Sealer or you can use the Fortune Teller Baba support item. So he'll be able to block every attack on that turn. And also when he does his super attack, he raises attack by 30% for all allies. So this card is ridiculously good. He is the best card in the game, and he will continue to be that until Rose Black shows up. And even then, even with Rose Black in the game, this guy is still number 2, so he is not going away anytime soon. If you have this card, you're pretty much set for life, because I do not see him dropping in usage. Even if we get a Rainbow God Lead that's like +3 key to everybody and plus 100% stats to everybody, there's no way you're not going to want to run this Vegito on that team, so he's really good. Ultimate Gohan, he's pretty okay. He does 80% attack when he has 6 or more key, which is basically every single time, because with dual Super Vegitos, he's going to have 6 key right from the start. And another cool thing I like about this guy is he has a chance to stun. I think it's about 25% chance, so not the biggest, definitely not the biggest chance to stun, but it's there, and he does stun every now and then, so he's really useful. And Goten, I don't know, man. Goten, like I said, I would replace him if I had a better card, but for what he is, he's still really good. He gives attack up 70% to himself when HP is above 50%, and his links are good. He has Prepared for Battle, he's got Kamehameha, Super Saiyan, all these really good links, Golden Warrior. So yeah, that's pretty much the AGL team. It's really good. My best team, and will continue to be my best team for a long time, up until Rose Black, but I'm a broken record, so I keep saying that. Anyway, moving on to tech. Alright, so actually this team is really not that good. The only cards on this team that I like are Gotenks and Tech Pikkon. Gotenks, of course, is the God Lead, and the cool thing about Gotenks is that you want to get 11 key when you use super attack. So if you go here, you'll see that from 12 key, he does Super Ghost Kamikaze attack. It only does extreme damage, which is low, but it greatly reduces enemy defense. So it could be okay. It's not the worst thing in the world if you get 12 key, because he does drop defense. But if you want to do damage, you want him to have 9 to 11 key. So from 9 to 10 key, he does a regular Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, which does immense damage. So that's the one you want if you can't get 11 key. But you want 11 key because he does the Boo Volleyball attack, and this one massively raises his attack for 1 turn and does immense damage. And this attack, I cannot stress enough how powerful this is. It does, I've seen this attack do over 1,000,000 damage with the Dokkan, so you definitely want him to be using his 11 key super. And it's not hard for him to do on this team, because the only card he has a key link with is Vegeta here, and they share over in a flash, so it's really easy for me to get 11 key with him. And this guy here, he's a key battery. He actually has a Dokkan Awakening, but I don't have the medals, and I don't know when we'll be able to awaken him, so he's gonna be basically in limbo until we can awaken him. But we got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. He has a good passive. He gets 70% attack at the start of the turn, but his links kind of suck. I really wish he had over in a flash, but he doesn't. And he's actually the only Super Saiyan 3 card in the game that doesn't have that, so that kind of sucks. I don't know why they didn't give it to him, but anyway. Here we have the Tech Blueku, the Nuking Blueku, or Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, or Super Saiyan Blue. I don't know why there's so many different names for this, but anyway. He's an orb changer. He changes Rainbow Key to Tech. and that's okay. I mean, I wish it was the other way around, because changing tech to Rainbow, you want Rainbow Key, because when you have Rainbow Key on the field, you can fly through pretty much anything. So it's definitely better than having a tech key. So tech key, the good thing about tech key is that it gives my tech cards +2 key when I fly through those, but regardless, I would still rather have Rainbow so we can just fly through more orbs overall. And for an orb changer, he's not bad. He's pretty strong because he gives himself 30% attack. And he has Prepared for Battle and Fierce Battle and all these really good links. So he's pretty good, but I don't know. I just wish he did a different thing with his orb changing skill there. And Pycon, this is a really good card actually, surprisingly, because he greatly lowers enemy attack, and he does this for 3 turns. So if you keep him in the rotation and you just make sure that he keeps showing up every other turn, you can really nerf the enemy attack and they're not going to be able to hurt you. So he's really good on this team. He helps keep the team alive. He reduces damage, so that's always good. You want that. This Majin Vegeta here, he has Over in a Flash, as I said earlier, and I mean, he doesn't really do a lot of damage, but the cool thing is that he has a chance to stun. I think it's 20% stun, so he's not bad. Stunners are always good in this game, so there we go. This guy here, he's a Key Battery. I said he awakens, but he didn't awaken yet, so I don't know. He gives Tech type and Strength type Key +2. We don't really care about the Strength type, but this is Mono Tech, so it's good that he gives us Key there. I guess to change this team to make it better, you would really want LR Goku alongside the Tech Bardock, the one that orb changes, because they link really well together, and Bardock changes orbs for LR Goku to get his 18 key super attack. So definitely, if you want to run the best possible mono tech team, I would say you need that tech changing Bardock, the orb changing Bardock, and also LR Goku. I don't have LR Goku. I mean, it's pretty tough to farm that event so much, so I'm gonna get him eventually whenever I get him, but I'm not spending stones to refresh that. So like I said, I'll get him when I get him, but I'm not too interested in him right now. I should be, but I don't know, man. Alright, so anyway, moving on. Here's the intelligence team. It's not the best. It's way far from the best. I don't have key cards like Janemba, Turles, or Intelligence Gohan, or even the Intelligence Godku. He'd be pretty good on this team as well, but for what it is, this is my best intelligence team. I don't have the best intelligence cards. Buhan here, he's really good. He's a nuker, and don't get it wrong when I say nuking, because most people think that when I say nuking, or when anyone says nuking, that you're implying that this card is going to be trying to collect every single key orb on the field, and that's not the case. Because, I mean, you could use Puar and Oolong to change all the key orbs to anything really, because this guy is not limited to what orb he gets. So pretty much you could do that. You could change all the orbs on the field to one type and then have him get all of them, but you don't want to do that. You just want to use him as a regular card, and he'll naturally be able to get a good attack boost, because you can easily get like 5 to 6 or even more key orbs if you really manipulate the field really well and you manage your key orbs well. You can get on average 5 to 6 or better key orbs for this guy, so he's gonna average at 60% attack boost, which is really good. And the really good part here is actually the recover 3000 HP. That's what makes this such a powerful card, because you're healing so much, especially when you use 2 of these guys. When you have one as your leader and you take the friend, you have 2 Buhans on the team, and you're healing 3000 HP for each key orb. That's crazy, guys. The amount of HP you're getting back there, you don't even need support items anymore. You're gonna pretty much sustain yourself with that. So this is a really good card. Many people consider him to be the second best of the God Leads, next right behind Super Vegito, but in my personal opinion, I think Omega Shenron should be number 2, because he's more consistent. His passive skill does plus 100% to attack, and he does immense damage as well, and he also lowers enemy attack by 30%. So if you manage to get 2 Omega Shenrons to show up on the same turn, the enemies are really not going to be able to hurt you at all. So I would say Omega Shenron is number 2 because he's more consistent, but I can easily see why people consider this guy to be the number 2. And his super attack, once you have him at super attack 10, I already said this, he has a 30% chance to do Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, which does immense damage and greatly lowers the enemy attack and defense. So you definitely want to try to get lucky and do that. The only thing you need to do really on your part is get 10 super attack on this guy so that he has a chance to do that. His links are good. He's got Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle. These are good links. I have this Int Vegito. People don't really like this guy because I know Tech Vegito and of course Super Vegito are better than him, but he's not bad for what he is. He has the same nuking passive as Buhan. They both get 12% attack for every key sphere. So in the event that I don't get Buhan to show up on the turn, I can just give all the orbs to him. And this Android 13 here is really good as an orb changer because he changes tech type to Rainbow. And like I said earlier, you want Rainbow Key because you can fly through all the orbs. You can do massive damage like that. It's really good, especially with these nuking cards. And here I have to use the Baba Shop Gohan because I don't have anything better, sadly, but he's okay. He's got Kamehameha, he's got Prepared for Battle, Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior. He's got good links, he's not bad. And this guy actually, this is a really cool card. I really like this guy. He does 70% attack when he does his super attack. And he gets a Dokkan Awakening in the future. As you see, his links right now aren't that great. He doesn't have Prepared for Battle. He has Saiyan Lineage, which is... it's actually an underrated link. On the physical team anyway. It's not so great on the int team, but there are cards that have Saiyan Lineage, so that can come in handy. But on this team, you're not really going to see that happen too much. But when he Dokkan Awakens, his passive goes from plus 70% to plus 90%, and that's really, really good. He becomes a monster in JP, on the mono int team. So if you have him, I would definitely say hold on to him because he's going to be really useful in the future. And finally, over here we have this Gotenks. He Dokkan Awakens from the SR Trunks, and he's a key battery. He gives Tech and Int type key up 3. So this is mono int, so we're gonna get plus 3 key to everybody, and his links are really good. He's got Prepared for Battle, Fuse Fighter, Golden Warrior, all those really good links. And I really need the key battery on this team because I don't have enough cards with Shocking Speed on my intelligence team. Like I said, I'm lacking Janemba and Intelligence Gohan and Godku and all those really good cards that link with Buhan for Shocking Speed. So I need this key battery here. So anyway, that's the intelligence team. It's not the best in the world, but it's okay. I can get away with using it for now. Over here, oh, this is actually... I made this team just for fun in weight of Omega Shenron because... as you can see, my strength cards are really good, and I have this Trunks here, but I can actually replace him for General Rildo because I have Rildo, and he's a really good blocker on the mono strength team. So anyway, I'm just waiting for Omega Shenron. I'm going to go crazy when he comes out because I really want that card. And over here we have Monophi, Monofizz, whatever you want to call it. It's physical. I just call it Phi because it's PHY, but anyway. Here we have Broly. He is... when it comes to God leads, he is the runt of the litter. He gets a lot of shit because he's just not as good as the other ones. So I don't know. He only does supreme damage on his super attack. So the other ones all do immense, and they all have crazy passives. This guy, he can super attack twice, yeah, but that's with supreme damage. That's not really a big deal because even though he super attacks twice, all the rest of them, they do immense damage, so they're going to be doing more damage than he does with 1 attack than he can do with 2 attacks, so it's a little unfair. Buhan does immense damage and his passive heals, which is really crazy. Gotenks just does monster damage with the 11 key super, and we have Vegito. He is a blocker and he has the counter, so all of these other God leads have these crazy passive skills except Broly. He's just whatever. I don't even know. I personally would not consider this guy a God lead. Actually, the funny thing is, I actually would consider Gogeta. He's still a God lead card because if you look at this rainbow team here, it's just all the God cards basically, and Gogeta, who was the former God card, and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, who is a demigod card. So this is really an all God card team. And this team, I really love using this team. It's really fun to use. Of course, because all of these broken cards are on it. But yeah, the Broly, I mean, I don't know, man. Mono Phi, they really are lacking in ways to reduce damage. They don't have a lot of blockers. The only thing you can really do on this team is use Triumphant Light Goku as a stunner, and I don't know, that's not the best thing in the world. So anyway, I have Broly here. He's got Super Attack 10. He's okay. He's got Prepared for Battle and a bunch of other good links. We have Ultimate Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman, Trunks. We've got Gotenks, and we've got this free to play Broly. I have no choice. I have to use him because I don't have another really good physical card to use on this team. I have Mira, and he does 70% attack when he does a super attack, but he doesn't link with anybody. This Broly here, he can link with everybody because he has Super Saiyan and he has Saiyan lineage, which really comes into play on this team actually, because Broly has it, Ultimate Gohan has it, and Gotenks has it. So I guess this is a pretty cool physical team. I mean, these are all really powerful cards aside from the free-to-play Broly there, but yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do to add to this. You can use Triumphant Light Goku to stun, but that's about it really. And I don't know, this team is just not as solid as the other ones. So anyway, that's gonna wrap up this video. I guess I ranted on for a bit longer than I thought I would there, so sorry about that, guys. But on the next video, we're gonna be showcasing all these teams against Janemba, and we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna see which team is better, which team is worse, so definitely stick around for that, guys. So this is Tacho. I hope you had a good time with this video. I know I just rambled on really, but anyway, cheers, guys. Have a good day.